Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games. And I will be playing Pips today, the new game. I don't know if I'm going to add it to the standard rotation or not. It would mean changing my thumbnail. That's kind of the biggest issue. Anyway, we'll see. So anyway, we're going to start with our dad joke. Let's do that. 2 dad jokes while we catch up. So for August 13th, the dad joke was, when are holes beautiful? When they're gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. And then for August 14th, we had, I accidentally rubbed ketchup in my eyes. Now I have hindsight. All right. Oof, ouch. Anyway, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got candy cane. Oh no, carousel. Candy cane, carousel, ceiling fan, crook, zebra, knitting needles, crochet hook, barber pole, yin yang symbol, crowbar, piano keys, chopsticks, claves, domino, ski poles, and lazy Susan. I saw a few things. Carousel and ceiling fan and barber pole could all be things that spin. I also saw zebra, yin yang, domino, and piano keys all are black and white. So I think I'm just going to start with things that are black and white. All right. Yeah, that was yellow. Now, do we have spinny things? Because they were kind of near each other. Carousel, barber pole. Barber pole and candy cane are also similar in that they're both red and white swirls. But I kind of like barber pole, carousel, lazy Susan. Lazy Susan, if you don't know what that is, it's like spinning. It's like a big spinning disc that you put food on it, or you can be in the pantry, and it just spins. So like if you're, instead of having stuff stuffed in the back of your pantry, you can just spin it and get at whatever. Anyway, or you can put it on a table and people can spin it to get at various parts of the meal. Anyway, lazy Susan. Oh, carousel, barber pole, lazy Susan. What is the ceiling fan? So these are things that spin. But I like also candy cane and barber pole being like red, white. But I don't see other things that are red, white. So I'm just going to go for these. Yeah, okay. Things that rotate about a vertical axis. Perfect. So candy cane and crowbar have the same shape to them. So kind of ski poles kind of do too. Crochet hook maybe? I don't know. I'm just kind of speeding through this. A little too fast. So what is the other category then? Claves? I don't know what claves is. Crook, knitting needles, chopsticks. I mean, knitting needles are a pair, and so are chopsticks. Ski poles. So maybe instead of ski poles, we do crook. Yeah, that's exactly it. Rods that curve at one end, and then these are just like pairs of rods. I don't know. Weird puzzle today. Oh, exactly, pairs of rods. Okay. Yeah, just one mistake. I mean, these were pretty similar categories, so lots of overlap, but I figured it out. I still don't know what a crook is. It was just the odd one out. Do I know what a crook is? I don't know. Let me look that up. Crook. Hooked staff of a shepherd. It's the shepherd staff. Right. Okay. Cool. Honestly, today was easy. The categories were just all somewhat... None of them were purpling or bluing. They're all just like yellow categories. They're moving away from their meta, which is making it harder to figure things out. Especially if we're trying to reverse rainbow. There's no way I could have reverse rainbowed this one. They're all the same. Anyway, I'm going to go with a 2 out of 5 difficulty and an 80% solve rate. Let's see. We're skiing with knitting stuff and we're holding chopsticks. Okay. 2.5. I don't know. I feel like that's a bit too hard. 89% solve rate. Wow. I said 80 and I was still low. Yeah. A lot of people made one mistake like I did. But if you add these two up, that's extremely high. That's 69% of players making one or fewer mistakes. Yeah, this was a very easy one today. My order was actually, considering I had a mistake, very common mistake to make apparently. I mean, there wasn't a single category that was particularly difficult. Let's not even analyze it. Like, what's there to analyze? Screw it. Let's just move on. All right, how'd you do? All right, we're going to play pips. We're going to do only the hard pips. Let's play. Okay, so the way this game works, this is brand new. There's been 2 days of puzzles. This is the third day. So I'm just going to go over exactly how this works before we solve it. So basically, we need to place these dominoes into the grid. And I don't know why this 1.0 keeps popping up. Anyway, regions will be circled with like clues on them. If there's a number, that means that that region has to sum to that number. So basically, we need to stick a 6 here, and these need to sum to 2. These need to sum to 4. Equal means that all of the pips along the that are within the region have the same sum as each other. We can also get clues like inequalities and stuff like that, but that's not in this puzzle. So how many 6s do we have? We have a few different 6s, but we need a 6-1 to go here. And so that's going to be this one. Click to rotate, and then you put it in. And so now this needs to be a 1, but it can go with anything because there's no restriction on these 3. But there is only 1 left, so that goes here. All right, these 3 need to be equal. So we need a domino down here of 2 equal ones. So it's either going to be 5, 5, 4, 4, or 6, 6. Same thing down here. Oh, but what's interesting here is if you think about here, these regions all have the same digit, don't they? Because we need to do a domino here, and then we need to do a domino here that's going to cross the boundary. Oh, but then we can change our number when we do that domino, right? So I'm thinking, okay, so the dominoes we have that are, I don't think we can move these around. We have a 4, 4, we have a 5, 5, and we have a 6, 6. So the 4, 5, or 6, we need to find either a 4, 5, a 4, 6, or a 5, 6 to go across here. We have a 5, 6, and a 4, 6. Okay, so I think we have to focus on this 4 then. These two add to 4. It's going to be there. We don't have any 1s, so it's going to be 2 plus 2. We only have 2 2s. So yeah, and then this equal is going to have to use the 5. So we're going to do the 5 across here. We're going to rotate this. We're going to do the 2 across here. And then now we need the double 5 up here. And now we need the 5 with the 6 here. And then we need the double 6 here. And then this is going to be double 4 at the bottom. And then this is going to be 4, 6 there. And we're done. All right. Finish the hard puzzle in 2:19. All right. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. All right. Something worn by an infant or marathon runner. Wait. A diaper? Worn by an infant or a marathon runner. Infants don't wear much. They wear diapers. They wear onesies. I don't know. Let's move on. Diversion on a long flight. Like a movie? Maybe. Phobos and Deimos for Mars. Those are moons. Join highway traffic. Merge. MMM is... I don't think movie's right. Coloring for a camp shirt. Like a tie... Like dye? Loudly voiced one's disapproval. Booed. Material mollusk tusk is ivory. Experience 4 seasons in 1 day, say? Hold on, what is this? A bib? And binge. Oh. This was MMM. Delicious. Okay. So, wait, marathon runners wear bibs. Maybe I don't know what a bib is in relation to marathons. Marathon runner bib. What is a bib? Oh, it's the number that you wear on your chest, I guess. What is? Yeah, it's what you wear with the number on it. Okay. I didn't know it was called a bib. I've never run a marathon. Not even close. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Oh wait, I didn't look at this one. Opposite of west, northwest, east, southeast. Okay. Let's do strands. Today's theme is mint condition. Ooh, so are these like collectibles? Or we could be a little bit more literal and be talking about actual mints. We have glob. What would we... I don't see like collectible, collecting. Hold on. No, I don't quite see it. I'm starting to lose my patience with this game quite a bit. And then everyone's a critic on how I solve, which doesn't help. If you're planning to comment something about how I should solve this differently than I do, just don't. I don't want to hear it. Every comment that piles up that's like, I can't believe you used the pen tool, or hey, you should solve it this way, or you use hints too early. It just makes me want to stop playing the game entirely. I'm not going to adjust my play style for you. I'm going to play the way I want to play. But honestly, I'm starting to not want to play this game at all. All right, glob. We're just going to get a hint today. Because I have no idea what's going on here. I don't have the patience for this game anymore. I can't even find any word. Cell. Cello. All right, let's start with a hint. What the heck is this? Euro? Is this just different coins? Do we have dollar? Dollar. Oh, come on. Dollar. Dollar, euro, probably rupee somewhere. How do I do rupee? Here, like that. So it's global currency is our spanogram. And then we've got, I don't know this one, Dran, Nard. Nard was accepted. Rand, maybe? Rand, okay. Oh, is that like Brazil or something? I don't know. Somewhere in South America, maybe? I don't know. What else do we have here? I think we have ducat. No. What are we doing? PO or OP? Pound, obviously. Okay, British pound. We have two more. I'm not sure I know all these currencies. Oh boy. What's this P doing? Are we going around the corner? Ape somehow? We have this S. So far, we haven't pluralized any of the currencies, so I don't think we're just pluralizing with this S. I think the S is important. Sonza. Kwanzaa? I knew that was a holiday. I didn't know it was a... What is this one doing? Peso, of course. Peso, like Mexican. I thought Kwanzaa was Kwanzaa is a holiday. I didn't realize it was currency. All right. Well, let's let's just move on. Let's load up the bonus wheel. All right, let's spin the bonus wheel. See what we're starting with today. Weaver. Starting with, we're playing Weaver today. It's just by Gavin Sharp. All right, let's load that up. All right, so Weaver is one of many word ladder games. You have to get from stage to scene, and you can only change one letter at a time, and it needs to be a valid word each time you change a letter. I getting the feeling we're gonna have to move away from that S and E and then come back, but who knows? I stain a word? No. So what can we actually change in stage to continue to being a word? Is there like a STA something else E? Stare, for example. Why don't we do stare just to get away from that G? Because then we can do something like snare or... I mean, the vowels are all in the right place. So what if I do... I was thinking about getting to stern or something like that, but I don't know. Scare gets us the C. Is skein a word? No, unfortunate. Is there a way for me to do this? Is there another word besides scene? I don't think there is. So, oopsie. I think I've locked myself out of... I mean, I could do scary, for example, but I don't know how much that helps. Okay, maybe we should think about scene for a second. What are we changing from scene? That's still a word. Scone, maybe? So I could go stare and then store, and that gets me the O for scone. Score, scone, scene. There we go, I did it. Optimal. Very nice. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed the games. I could probably add pips. It doesn't take very long. Let me know if you'd like to see that every day. I did have a member request pips on the wheel, but I feel like I could add it if people want it, and then that member could just pick a different game. Anyway, let me know your opinion on that, and let me know how you did on the games today. If you'd like to watch Wordle, you just got to click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. And I have a pinned comment with all of the games I made today. If you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.